I don't know who it was, but whoever greenlit this movie deserves a raise, man. This was fun. So I just got back from watching Cocaine Bear, the new Universal movie directed by, I think it was Elizabeth Banks. The events of the movie are loosely based on the events of September in 1985 with Andrew Thornton, the white powder smuggler. I don't know if YouTube's going to be okay with me saying the name of the white powder uh, every time. So we're just going to go with white powder or sugar. But either way, yeah, it's loosely based off that. But instead of the bear getting taken out in a few minutes and being about this whole drug bust, it is about a bear that goes on a rampage. And despite the name, has a lot more deaths and less deaths than you'd somehow think for a movie named Cocaine Bear. Before going into details, I guess I should give you my basic thoughts of the movie. I'd say go watch it if you like cheesy horror movies or like cheesy B movies like your Killer Clowns from Outer Space or your Attack of the Killer Tomatoes or even something like the one with Seymour and the Little Shop of Horrors is the one I'm thinking of. If you like movies like that, you'll have a blast here. It's not to be taken seriously. It's just really campy, stupid fun with a rampaging bear around it. But overall, I'd rate the movie like a 7 or 8 out of 10. It's really fun. I'd recommend go watching it. It's not like groundbreaking cinema over here, but it's Cocaine Bear. You're getting what you're paying for, honestly. But the story basically takes place of a few groups who get intermingled with the bear's rampage. It is a mother looking for two children, a group of smugglers trying to recover their merchandise, and a cop that is also following uh, these smugglers trying to incarcerate them. The music in this movie is actually pretty solid. It's all 80s based because the movie takes place in 85. The CGI in this movie is pretty solid for what it is. Honestly, I feel like Universal had a spending limit that they had to, so they just threw a bunch of money at it. The aside from the bear, in some parts, the CGI is actually pretty good, especially for the gore. Um, that's another thing. This movie is surprisingly gory. Yeah, I know it's a horror movie, and it is what it is, but there was a lot of more than I thought there was going to be walking into this, but all of it looks pretty good. There are some moments that are noticeably CGI, but overall it is very enjoyable if you're into that kind of thing with gore and cool kills, especially us fans of, dead meat and the kill count. You're going to have a blast. And honestly, I can't wait till James ends up doing a video on this. It's going to be fun. The comedy in this movie actually had me cracking up. It's very stupid and very just not raunchy, but very like just over the top humor. If that's the kind of stuff you like, you're gonna have a great time. Out of all the actors, everyone seems to be having fun, but honestly, the one that seemed to be having the most fun out of everybody was the little kid. It was Christian Convery, yeah, Christian Convery. He is in most of the movie. He is like your adorable sidekick character, and he is hilarious almost the entire film. He doesn't overstay his welcome. He is phenomenal in this movie. Some of the other actors are pretty fun too. Well, most of them are. There's just one or two moments that are kind of like going to or reaching too far. It's not bad. It wasn't my personal taste. O'Shea Jackson Jr. is one of the main characters in the film. He is hilarious. He plays his personality very straight, very serious, but also does have comedic moments. Overall, I think his performance in the movie is probably the overall best out of everybody. Um, and then most comedic, obviously, as I said before, goes to the little kid actor. Overall, though, I would recommend this movie. It's a solid, once again, like 7 or 8 out of 10. So if you're looking for a horror movie for you and the missus, or you and the mister, or well, anybody honestly, to go on a date with somebody, I'd recommend this film, especially for considering what else is in theaters right now. This is probably the best like date movie you could have overall. But aside from that, without going into spoilers, that's pretty much it. But if you want to stay for some minor spoilers or major spoilers, it really depends how I feel in a few minutes. Go ahead if you click off now if you don't want to be spoiled for Cocaine Bear. But if you don't mind, by all means. So my favorite part of the movie is definitely the gore aspect. There's a lot of creative kills, despite it being a bear that does most of the on-screen takeouts. Yeah, because they'll do. It's obviously like mauling. It's a bear, but it's a lot of like different creative ways of doing so. I think the action and CGI actually does really well for the gore here. My favorite death in the movie, I think, belongs to the sheriff, or no, she wasn't a sheriff. She is a like a park ranger, a park trooper. It's like something straight out of Mortal Kombat. Like it very much is a Cabal's fatality from MK11. It is awesome. My least favorite death in the movie, I think, is one of the detectives. He just kind of gets shot. Actually, no, there is one that's worse. It's just when you hear the scream in the background. I honestly didn't even think the character was dead for like 10 minutes, and then they just kind of show his body, and it's like, oh, that's it. Everyone else was on screen except this one guy, so he's definitely the worst out of all of them. But yeah, for what it's worth, I'd say go check it out if you're looking for my personal recommendation. Go check it out, even if you want to go see it on like a discount day. It's pretty fun if you're in the mood to just laugh or have fun. It's not something to be taken seriously. But overall, like I said, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. It's just a really fun movie. Go see it, go have fun, enjoy yourselves. Don't take everything seriously. Until next time, and until our next movie review, which might become more common here, this has been VKG 1027, signing out.